Hi everyone, how you going? Thanks for watching the Big Three, my Speak for Their Tears. There's two important stories I wanted to talk about today, and one of them is introducing you to George. George, everyone, George. This Saturday coming, I'm going to be running the 10K Gold Coast Marathon, the 10K section of it with George, and just under 50 of his friends and supporters. And the reason why we're going to, why I'm joining George is what we're going to talk about now. Something that is quite dear to George. George does a lot of fundraising for cystic fibrosis, being someone who suffered from the illness for many years, now returns the gesture and helps to raise money and awareness for it by hosting charity golf days and by getting people involved in doing things like the 10K run of the Gold Coast Marathon. So,
bit of activity, it's always good.
That's it, bit of activity. So, George, can you just tell us a bit about your story about what, for the last 6 months?
In 6 months I've been recovering from a double lung transplant, and then 34 years before that of cystic fibrosis. Been up and down, been a good battle, but so far for 6 months it's been a pretty solid outcome, and it should be hopefully a good future.
Yeah. So, and before the surgery, how were things looking for you?
Pretty rough, pretty average, probably sort of 3 to 6 months, maybe a year if I was, got lucky.
Yeah.
Would have been in and out of hospital, probably, in for 3 weeks, probably out for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been a fun time at all. But no, I got through it and came up good with some good lungs, and it's I can't think of a word or an experience to say what it's like. It's just until you've done it, it's mind blowing.
Yeah, and it's hard to, without just throwing the phrase out there all the time, like a new lease on life, a new outlook, a new sort of look on the future for yourself as well.
So. I've had other people with cystic fibrosis sort of say to you previously, once they've had their transplant, like I've had now, they sort of say, it feels great. But when you're laying there and you're unwell and you're sort of they're feeling great, so you think, yeah, it's awesome. It's like I have great days now, but you don't, the feeling of what it's like to be, very close to normal is, I've looked through the dictionary, I just cannot find a word for it, it's very surreal.
Yeah.
Like your wildest dream almost.
Yeah.
Really. It's not wilder.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And the good thing is that there's a lot about cystic fibrosis, chronic disease of the respiratory system, and also cystic fibrosis, pneumonia, things like that. We don't really know about. We don't really know the effects of it and how people are affected by it, and how their life quality of their life is slowly brought down, and slowly they can't enjoy the things that we enjoy. So some of the treatments that George has been on, like what are the treatments? You're on the Ventolin.
Yeah, on nebulizers. So you used to do heaps of nebulizers for an hour and a half in the morning, an hour and a half in the evening, and now that's all gone.
Gone.
Yeah. So it's back to just a couple of tablets, the same as taking multivitamin, 10 multivitamins in the morning, and 6 multivitamins in the night, and you're done.
How good is that? So now when he gets home at night, instead of getting on the nebulizer, same as everyone else now, he gets home, kicks off his shoes at the front door, opens the fridge door, has a look, goes, nah, nothing, closes it, sits on the couch, and then just goes, you know what, I might just shoot down to the pub, have a pub meal. Now he has that benefit of those extra few hours. There's a lot about life that we don't realise that we take for granted, and those are some of the things there. So thanks, George. Thanks for sharing your story. As well as my trans-Tasman brother here, I wanted to talk about a very close issue of mine, tehe Berryman. He's a son of my cousin Ricky Berryman and Ange August, back there in Tauranga represent. He also has the same illness, and so sadly, as a 12-year-old, He's been training the last 3 years in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now this great little kid now has his yellow belt, 2 stripes. Good on you, brother. And so it's part of his dojo, we'll say, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's coming over to Australia in October, so keep a lookout. He's going to be doing the Pan Pacific Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament in October in Melbourne. But this is going to be the last event he can do before he gets a chest drain put in, which is really unfortunate. As a 12-year-old, we sort of look at kids and we want them to have the best quality of life that we can offer them. So part of that was Ricky and Ange had to keep him motivated, had to keep him active, so they decided to join him and start running and start getting active. And in the process, being a little bit pudgy around the sides, both Ange and Ricky both managed to lose 20 kilos each, and now they're discovering a new lease on life themselves. So the effects of what can happen for the people around you directly, and the people like myself who are joining George, who get the pleasure of its great presence, champion, and join him in these great events. So the spillover effects is pretty big. So the main thing I want to convey to everyone, whether you're here in Australia with Australia's favourite son, or if you're in New Zealand being a true Tauranga hero that Tehe is, don't give up. There's a lot to learn from these people. George was given 6 months leading up to it, and he flipped the coin. Can you believe it? This guy, he takes chances and he puts fate in the flip of a coin, and do you know what? About 9 out of 10 times, it works in his favour.
It does work in his favour. You never regret a decision. As long as you stick with what the coin says, or what you call before the coin, that's right.
Yeah, like there's a story about Michael Clark and his 300 and ending up in Bondi on the beach, you know, and there's a whole lot of other incidences, but for others, you know, the flip of the coin is a little bit different. But so today I just wanted to say, go out there and meet people. There's people out there who are doing great things. Just become a part of that group. I'd never met George before, but I just found out we have a mutual friend in the Saddlers. So Ronnie, Mia, Shane, Brooke and Kirsty, he's your man. I found him. And so as well as with George, there's other groups out there, and the best thing you can do is get out there and support them. And for every supporter they get, that's another ear and a heart that they get on their side, and to help push their cause. So if you can, just get out there and have a look. I'm very grateful to have met George, and I'm very honoured to be a member of Tehe's family. So yeah, that's about it. That's about as much as I want to convey, is don't give up on life. Never. And that's what George wants to tell people as well. It's very important, no matter how close you get, whether you have to flip a coin, whether you have to go out and reach out to someone, don't give up. There's always an option, and there's always a chance. And as I always say, if you need someone to talk to, or you want to come and do something, come see me, and let's go change, and let's promote growth with challenges. So, George, my man. I just want to say thanks very much, and thanks for watching the Big Three, My Sweat for Their Tears. And as always, share it, like it, tell anyone about it. If you see me in your neighbourhood, if you know I'm coming down your way, I'm going to be in Adelaide soon as well. Hook up with me in that sense, and let's go do some challenges, and let's grow together. Okay, thanks guys.